Many parents, many educators, many adults that have children in their lives are talking about seeing children struggling more than they ever have. And so we hear this about young children, toddlers. We hear this about school-age children. We're hearing it about our teenagers. And, we're hearing about anxiety rates going through the roof, or some of the behaviors that were challenges before the pandemic or, in the past has suddenly magnified, and we're seeing more. And it's really interesting to begin to think about why and what might be contributing to it. And as I say that, you might have some ideas. So you might know that, okay, they haven't been in school, and so they haven't been able to socialize with their friends, or they're getting older and they're going through some of those changes as teenagers, or, there's a number of different reasons that we might think are what is going on. But when we look at this through the lens, which I will guide you through, when we look at this through the lens of self-regulation, we begin to think about, okay, what are some of the stressors in the biological domain? Oh, temperature, allergies, pain, the discomfort of wearing masks, or you and I as adults thinking about being on Zoom all the time and how that can actually be very draining on our battery. The emotion domain, wondering, worrying, missing, feeling anxious, feeling frustrated, all of these sorts of strong emotions can be actually very energy draining. The cognitive domain, I don't understand something, it didn't make sense, they spoke too fast, I've got these huge gaps in my learning, I have this paperwork due or that report due. The areas that are stressors can gobble up anything that requires me to pay attention. I'm trying to pay attention and I just can't. Or I'm reading my book at night and I read the pages and afterwards I go back and I can't remember a thing. Why is that happening? Social domain, so missing being, having the social support, seeing the important people in your lives, or maybe feeling overwhelmed by too many people around all of the time. So there's all sorts of areas in the social domain that this can be showing up. We're not at ease with others that we used to be at ease at. Pro-social, worrying about the state of the world and injustice, taking on concerns about equity and anti-bias and anti-oppression, anti-racism in all of its different forms, or realizing that, I used to feel empathy all the time and it's missing. Where did it go? All of this can make sense, and we can begin to think about stress and well-being, and how to get towards more towards thriving, or moving in the right direction when we apply the lens of and the science of self-regulation. And by that I mean the original definition. I don't mean compliance, I don't mean doing what you're told, I don't mean social emotional learning, I don't mean self-regulated learning. I really mean understanding our own stress, managing energy and tension, and looking at it within ourselves, but within our relationships. That is about co-regulation. So I'm going to be talking about all of this, sharing lots of strategies, lots of stories, and I look forward to seeing you at next fall's World Forum. Take care, and goodbye from Canada. See you soon.